Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to be talking to you today. It's been a long, hard slog, I think, for all of us. And there's nothing worse than looking at an empty hotel with no people and not knowing when we'll be able to open up again. So it's so nice that provincial travel is allowed, so we can start getting people moving and we can start talking about a product again. So thank you for your time. I'm going to be talking today about our hotel up in northern KwaZulu-Natal. And I've got quite a lot of detail. If anyone has any questions, just ask away. Yeah, maybe I'll get started with just some introduction and then we can take it from there. So I'm assuming that most of you are from Johannesburg, maybe Cape Town and around the country. And I'm sure you all know KZN on the East Coast, and we're up right where South Africa meets Swaziland and Mozambique. So right in the right-hand corner there, up in this beautiful part of the world, surrounded by game reserves, culture, and a lot of attractions, especially for South African guests. So we've got the Mangaliso Wetland Park, which is this UNESCO World Heritage Site, which stretches all the way from the Coes Bay border down to St. Lucia in the south. Sodwana Bay is a popular scuba diving destination. Obviously, turtle tours. The whales at the moment are phenomenal. We've seen whales having babies. Really, the ocean's been so busy with the sardine run recently. The dolphins. It really is a beautiful coastline. Inland, we have Mkuzi Game Reserve, which is right on our doorstep. We are based just outside Mkuzi. We have obviously the hotel, and then we have a safari operation that we take people on game drives, boat cruises, hikes, cultural visits, and so on. And I'll show you the hotel, and I'll show you the variety of activities that we offer from the hotel. Just south of us is the Hlui Game Reserve, which is one of the oldest game reserves in the country, very well known for its big five. And then north of us is Lake Jacini, where we have our boats. Jacini has some beautiful herds of elephant that come down into the water in the summer months, often in the water. So it's a great opportunity to see boats from the sea elephant from the boat. And then up Ndumu Elephant Park, Tembe Elephant Park. So it really is quite a diverse area. Just 3 hours north of Durban and 5 hours from Johannesburg. The hotel was originally built in 1962 by my grandparents, and it started off really as a stopover point with 8 bedrooms and shared bathrooms, and that was the original hotel, but it has grown through the years. And one of the nice things about having an older property, it's got these beautiful shady trees, nice green lawns, and really is a comfortable place to base yourself to explore northern KwaZulu-Natal. The hotel has a nice lodge feel about it. Open out as much to outdoors. We try to eat outdoors as much as possible, and really is a comfortable place for true Zululand hospitality. 2 years ago, we completed a renovation. We added on some rooms, which are our mountain rooms, which are in the bottom right-hand corner. We upgraded our spa, and we have 4 treatment rooms now. And then we added on 3 new suites and our mountain view rooms. I'm going to go through just the various room types that we have. Because we've added on rooms through the years, we've got quite a few room types, but that gives us an opportunity to play with experience and obviously rate. Our largest room types are 2 suites that were recently built, the Chineni and the Gaza suite. Both have very large bedrooms, dressing area, nice outside shower and inside shower, and a living room, as well as a little kitchenette, which is great for people who just want to make their own soup in an evening, or if they've got kids, we're able to add on the room next door to it into a 2-bedroom suite, which is ideal for families wanting a bit more independence. This was our original suite, the Obonjeni suite. Again, very comfortable, leading out onto the lawns, living area, and a nice bathtub out front there. Mountain view rooms are the rooms that we added on 2 years ago. All our beds are either 3/4 or king bed in these room category, and we've got a day bed for a 3rd person, which makes it a bit easier. Views towards the Lubombo Mountains in the distance. and shower and bath combination. Our superior rooms are furthest away from the public areas of the hotel, so offer a bit of seclusion, popular especially with our international market. Also separate shower from the bathtub, and the standard rooms are the original rooms of the hotel, generally close to the public areas, courtyard facing, and a couple of garden views, and only showers in the bathrooms. They used to have a shower in the bathtub, but we took the bathtubs out a couple of years ago. So the real reason to come to Northern KZN is the variety of natural and wildlife beauty that there is in this area. We offer activities in Hluri Game Reserve and Mkuzi Game Reserve, both, as I mentioned, big 5 reserves. We also last year added on Manyoni Game Reserve, which is just across the road from us. And that's become a very popular activity for our guests. The chances of seeing game are a lot higher. Because it's a private reserve, we're able to go off-road if we need to, and right up close to the animals. And they have a good idea where cats and some of the big things are. So it's quite a variety of views that we offer. Obviously, Hluri is a big 5 reserve. We do game drives into Hluri. And then Mkuzi is on our doorstep. Mkuzi has some beautiful game hides. So you're able to sit and appreciate nature and see what comes down to the water to drink, either as a self-drive or on a safari with us, with your guests are able to do. Birding is a big draw card for this area. We've got over 420 bird species. The Pell's fishing owl is quite unique to Mkuzi Game Reserve, and we do 2 hikes in Mkuzi, one into the fig forest, which is what you see on your screen now, and you go into the fig forest across 2 swinging bridges, and then they have these platforms up into these giant 400-year-old fig trees, so you can get right up close into the canopy of the trees. So for a beautiful walk, or just for birders, it really is a treat. We're also able to do a game walk in open grassland area in Mkuzi if guests like. Then just north of us, as I mentioned, we have Lake Jacini, and we've got 2 boats on Jacini. And the boats, normally we go in the morning. The wind picks up in the afternoon as it comes down from Swaziland, and it can get a bit rough. But in the morning, it's beautiful. We see, obviously, elephant, buffalo, hippo, crocodile, some water birds. And then we have a smaller boat that we can do tiger fishing. And August, September, we start getting into good tiger fishing season. We operate on a tag and release basis, but still people enjoy the fight. Then behind us is the Lubombo mountain range. The Lubombo mountain range starts in Hluri, just south of us, and heads up all the way up into Kruger, separating South Africa from Mozambique. So we offer a couple of scenic drives, sundowners at the end of the day, having a couple of drinks, looking at the view, or a community walk that we also offer. We offer a walk through the community or a homestead visit. The gentleman on your right-hand side is Justice Amieni. He used to work in the kitchen as a chef and decided he wanted to start full-time Zulu dancing. So he started doing Zulu dancing for our guests in the evening. And we approached him a couple of years ago to see if we could bring guests to his homestead. And the feedback is amazing, not only from international visitors, but also from South African visitors. We've had gourmettes from Johannesburg who have been 3rd or 4th generation in Joburg that have completely loved the opportunity just to see how people live in remote areas. And they've come back, and in the afternoon they've taken their kids to go and have a visit as well. So it really is something that is for everyone to enjoy. Then back at the hotel, obviously a great place to just relax and unwind. And I think at the moment people just want to get away and get out of their homes and just to be in nature and to appreciate some quiet time and some solitude. And the hotel really has these vast gardens and beautiful scenery to relax and unwind, enjoy. We've got 2 swimming pools, and then obviously our spa, where we offer a variety of treatments. We use a product called Tad Afrique, which is an all organic African product, and some unique treatments that are offered through it, and that just complements our safaris and offering quite well. In the evening, we try to be outdoors as much as possible, as I mentioned. We've got an outside braai area for for evenings, a boma, and we set up either in the boma. We can organize a romantic dinner at the end of the jetty in front of the hotel, or you can see the terrace area at the bottom there, which leads out onto the garden. Through Thompson's, we have a variety of packages available on their platform. At the moment, we've got a stay 3, pay 2, which is just a general bed and breakfast package. And we've also got a 2-night boat and spa package. So it's a 2-night stay with breakfast daily, 1 complimentary dinner, a boat cruise on Lake Jacini, and then a 400 Rand spa voucher per person. Then we've also got a Zululand getaway package, which is selling tremendously at the moment. It's a day package. It includes accommodation and all your meals, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you can choose from a local safari. So an Mkuzi game drive, a Jacini boat cruise, a Lubombo scenic drive, or a cultural visit, or a hike. Alternatively, a 60-minute spa treatment that your guests can select from. So that is the Ghost Mountain very quickly. And people often ask, why is it called Ghost Mountain? And we don't have any guests, although we've been asked to arrange sometimes. And I just want to show you a picture here. You'll see in this old picture, this very rugged peak on the mountain range behind us is called Ghost Mountain, or in Zulu, it's called Chaneni. And there used to be people that lived in this area in the late 1700s, early 1800s, Shangaan people, and they were banished by the Zulu to head up into Mozambique. So they had their ancestral burial grounds in caves along the Mkuzi River, which is at the base of this mountain. And they used to smuggle the dead bodies back. And when they were here, the Zulus didn't like the foreigners in their area, so they would obviously take them out. So to scare off the locals, they'd light fires and make noises. And then in 1884, there was a Zulu battle on the slopes of this mountain. King Dinizulu tried to reunify the Zulu kingdom after the British had separated it into 13 different chieftainships. And Dinizulu moved on this local chief, Zibepu, who didn't want to fall in under the king any longer. And they killed thousands of people on the slopes of this mountain. And the people fled around the back. They collected the wife, the women and children and cattle and marched them all back to the palace in Ulundi. And they left all these bones on the side of this mountain. And in 1910, they built the first main road through this area, and there were all these bones left over. So they went to the magistrate to say, what must we do with the bone? And apparently they demarcated the side of the road with these bones. So that's where all the ghostly connotations come about. But it's all cleared up now, and we can guarantee no ghosts. Anyway, that's just some history of the Ghost Mountain. So yeah, so that's very quickly just an overview of what we offer in Northern KwaZulu-Natal. And I'm not sure if anyone has any questions or would like to know anything more about any elements of what we've discussed.
Thanks, Craig. That was amazing. It looks stunning. I think we all would love to go there now. Can I ask you, how long does it take to get from the airport, say a drive from the airport
in Durban?
Yeah.
So it's 300 kilometers. So it's an easy 3-hour drive. It's right up the N2. So the road it's a good road and easy access.
Okay, perfect.
There is also there's an airstrip in Mkuzi. I know Federal Air used to charter people in from OR Tambo, and they've actually just started a project now building an airport. So in time, there may be regular flights coming through, which is quite exciting.
Oh, very exciting. Okay, perfect. Does anybody else have any questions? I know you haven't covered on the COVID side, and are you open at the moment?
Yeah, so we've been open for essential travel for a while, and because of that, we had to implement COVID procedures much earlier on than any of the directives. So we've well rehearsed in all our protocols. We keep a 24-hour space before someone arrives into a room. We have, obviously, everyone's got masks. We've improved our health and safety protocols, our training with our staff. Our meals, we have the option of obviously room service or on our terrace. But the nice thing, we do have a very spaced out property. So people never feel that they are on top of each other.